Welcome, dear viewers, to a journey of discovery and enlightenment. In this series, we delve into the depths of the Kebra Nagast, an ancient Ethiopian treasure that has captivated hearts and minds for centuries. Prepare to embark on a mesmerizing voyage through the pages of this mystical manuscript, as we explore its origins, legends, and profound influence on Ethiopian culture. Our experts will guide you through its pages, unlocking the secrets and unraveling the mysteries that lie within. So, whether you're a scholar, a history buff, a spiritual seeker, or simply curious, join us on this extraordinary adventure as we understand the Kebra Nagast like never before. Let's begin. In the hallowed annals of Ethiopian history and spirituality, few texts hold as much reverence and intrigue as the Kebra Nagast, often referred to as the Glory of Kings. This ancient manuscript is a reservoir of profound wisdom, a testament to the deep connection between Ethiopia and Judeo-Christian traditions, and a wellspring of historical and mystical revelations. Comprising 8 captivating chapters, this video embarks on a remarkable journey like a book through the heart of the Kebra Nagast, delving into its origins, legends, and cultural impact. Each chapter peels back layers of time, revealing a tapestry of narratives, beliefs, and historical events that continue to shape Ethiopia and influence the world. Chapter 1, The Origins of the Kebra Nagast. The story of the Kebra Nagast begins in the mists of ancient Ethiopia, a land where history and legend intertwine seamlessly. It is a land that claims a direct lineage to King Solomon of Israel and the Queen of Sheba. But how did this remarkable text come into existence? To understand the origins of the Kebra Nagast, we must journey back to a time when Ethiopia was a kingdom ruled by a dynasty claiming descent from Solomon. It was a kingdom blessed with a sacred relic, the Ark of the Covenant, said to be brought to Ethiopia by Menelik I, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. The Kebra Nagast is a compilation of stories, genealogies, and prophecies that span centuries. It weaves together the narratives of biblical characters, including King Solomon, the Queen of Sheba, and the Ark of the Covenant. It also introduces us to Menelik I, whose legendary journey to Jerusalem and subsequent return with the Ark forms a central theme of the text. As we delve deeper into the origins of this enigmatic text, we begin to glimpse the profound spiritual significance it holds for Ethiopians and the world at large. Chapter 2, The Queen of Sheba's Journey. In the heart of the Kebra Nagast lies a narrative as enchanting as it is timeless, the journey of the Queen of Sheba to the court of King Solomon in Jerusalem. The Queen of Sheba, also known as Makeda in Ethiopian tradition, was a ruler of immense wisdom and beauty, her kingdom shrouded in the mystery of the African hinterlands. Drawn by tales of King Solomon's wisdom and magnificence, she embarked on a fateful expedition to meet him, carrying gifts of precious treasures and spices from her land. The Kebra Nagast vividly recounts the Queen of Sheba's journey across the arid deserts and treacherous mountains, her caravan laden with riches and curiosity. It describes her arrival in Jerusalem, where the renowned king welcomed her with open arms. Their meeting, as described in the text, is steeped in symbolism, romance, and intellectual exchange. But it was not merely a love story, it was a union of two powerful monarchs, and the result of their encounter, according to Ethiopian tradition, was the birth of a son named Menelik I. This son, as we explored in the previous chapter, would go on to play a pivotal role in Ethiopian history and the legacy of the Kebra Nagast. From the pages of the Bible to operas and movies, her story continues to captivate and inspire, making her a symbol of female empowerment and cross-cultural exchange. As we embark on this exploration of the Queen of Sheba's journey, we are drawn deeper into the captivating narrative of the Kebra Nagast. It is a story that transcends time and borders, a testament to the enduring power of myth and history intertwined. Chapter 3, The Divine Lineage of Ethiopia. At the core of the Kebra Nagast lies a profound belief held dear by Ethiopians for centuries, the divine lineage of their rulers. Chapter 3 explores this sacred concept, which traces the roots of Ethiopian monarchs back to King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, echoing the very essence of the Kebra Nagast. Ethiopia, with its rich tapestry of history and culture, is unique in claiming an unbroken lineage of kings from the biblical King Solomon. According to the Kebra Nagast, the bloodline of Solomon and the Queen of Sheba flowed through their son, Menelik I, who became the first emperor of Ethiopia. This divine connection is central to Ethiopia's cultural and religious identity. Throughout history, the divine lineage has been a source of legitimacy and strength for Ethiopian emperors. It has forged a deep connection between the throne and the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, where the Kebra Nagast holds a revered place as a sacred text. The sacred Ark of the Covenant, believed to reside in Ethiopia, is a symbol of this divine connection and is paraded during these ceremonies, further reinforcing the link between the earthly rulers and their biblical ancestors. The divine lineage of Ethiopia, as presented in the Kebra Nagast, is not merely a historical curiosity but a living tradition that continues to shape the nation's identity. It reflects the enduring power of mythology, spirituality, and history interwoven into the fabric of Ethiopian society. It is a testament to the enduring legacy of the Kebra Nagast and its role in shaping the nation's sense of self. Chapter 4: The Ark of the Covenant in Ethiopia. Among the many treasures that Ethiopia claims as its own, none is as enigmatic and spiritually significant as the Ark of the Covenant. According to the Kebra Nagast, this sacred relic, containing the tablets of the Ten Commandments given to Moses, found its way to Ethiopia and resides there to this day. Chapter 4 delves into the captivating narrative of the Ark's journey and its enduring presence in Ethiopia. The story of the Ark's arrival in Ethiopia is intricately linked to the biblical account of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. The Kebra Nagast tells us that the Queen of Sheba, after her visit to Solomon, bore him a son, Menelik I. This son, in his youth, visited his father in Jerusalem and secretly took the Ark of the Covenant, believing it should be protected in the land of his mother's birth. Ethiopian tradition holds that only one guardian, known as the Keeper of the Ark, is entrusted with protecting this holy relic. This guardian, cloaked in mystery and devotion, is responsible for maintaining the Ark's sanctity and safeguarding it from prying eyes. The Kebra Nagast also attributes supernatural powers to the Ark, suggesting that it has the ability to protect Ethiopia from harm and bring prosperity to the nation. These beliefs have led to the Ark being at the center of Ethiopian spirituality and the country's identity as a chosen land. This chapter investigates the historical and religious significance of the Ark of the Covenant in Ethiopia, examining its role in the nation's religious practices, including the Timkat, Epiphany, celebrations, during which the Ark is paraded in a grand procession. Additionally, it explores the challenges and controversies surrounding the authenticity of the Ark's presence in Ethiopia, a subject of debate and fascination among scholars and believers alike. Chapter 5: The Solomonic Dynasty. The Kebra Nagast not only lays claim to the divine lineage of Ethiopian monarchs but also bestows upon them the title of the Solomonic dynasty. The Solomonic dynasty, also known as the House of Solomon, is a unique and unbroken line of monarchs that stretches back to Menelik I, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, as described in the Kebra Nagast. This dynasty has played a pivotal role in shaping Ethiopia's history, culture, and identity. Throughout the centuries, the Solomonic dynasty has provided Ethiopia with a sense of continuity and stability. It has weathered political upheavals and external pressures, remaining a symbol of unity and tradition. The monarchy has also been deeply intertwined with the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, with emperors often seen as both spiritual and temporal leaders. The dynasty's influence is visible in the architecture of historic churches, the religious paintings that adorn them, and the music that accompanies religious ceremonies. The Kebra Nagast not only outlines the lineage of Ethiopian rulers but also underscores their divine mandate to govern. This concept of the King of Kings as a chosen and anointed ruler is deeply rooted in the Ethiopian psyche, and it has shaped the nation's political and social structures. As we journey through this chapter, we gain a deeper appreciation for the significance of the Solomonic dynasty in Ethiopian history. It is a dynasty that embodies the fusion of biblical narratives, historical realities, and spiritual beliefs, making it a cornerstone of Ethiopian identity and a testament to the enduring power of the Kebra Nagast. Chapter 6: Legends and Folklore Surrounding the Kebra Nagast. The Kebra Nagast is not just a historical and religious text, it is a source of legends, myths, and folklore that have captivated generations of Ethiopians and intrigued scholars worldwide. Legends and folklore surrounding the Kebra Nagast abound, adding layers of mystique to its already captivating narrative. One of the most enduring legends is that the Ark of the Covenant, as described in the Kebra Nagast, has the power to protect Ethiopia from external threats and bring prosperity to the nation. Ethiopian folklore is replete with stories of battles where the Ark was carried into the heart of conflict, ensuring victory for the Ethiopian forces. These tales have become an integral part of the national narrative, reinforcing the belief in the Ark's divine powers. Moreover, the Kebra Nagast has given rise to tales of hidden treasures and secret chambers beneath ancient monasteries and churches. It is said that these concealed vaults hold not only the Ark of the Covenant but also untold riches and sacred relics. Another intriguing legend centers around the concept of the Covenant of Zion. According to Ethiopian tradition, the Kebra Nagast establishes a spiritual bond between Ethiopia and Jerusalem, making Ethiopia a new Zion. This idea has profound implications for the nation's religious identity and its place in the world. Ethiopian folklore also includes stories of saints and miracles associated with the Kebra Nagast. The manuscript is believed to possess healing properties, and pilgrims travel from far and wide to visit churches where it is kept, seeking spiritual solace and physical well-being. The Kebra Nagast is not just a book, it is a living repository of stories that continue to shape Ethiopian consciousness. Chapter 7: The Influence of the Kebra Nagast on Ethiopian Culture. The Kebra Nagast is not merely a religious text, it is a cultural treasure that has profoundly shaped Ethiopia's identity and society. 1. Religion and spirituality. Ethiopian Orthodoxy stands at the heart of the nation's religious beliefs, and the Kebra Nagast plays a central role in this faith. Ethiopian Christians view the text as a sacred scripture, and its teachings and stories are integrated into religious rituals, prayers, and church services. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church's liturgical calendar is heavily influenced by events and figures from the Kebra Nagast. For example, the Feast of Timkit, Epiphany, is a grand celebration where the Ark of the Covenant is paraded, and the Kebra Nagast narratives are recited, strengthening the bond between religious practice and the manuscript. 2. Language and literature. The Kebra Nagast has had a profound impact on the Amharic language, the official language of Ethiopia. It introduced and preserved archaic vocabulary and phrases that are still in use today. Moreover, the text's poetic and literary qualities have influenced Ethiopian literature, contributing to the development of the country's literary tradition. 3. Art and iconography. Ethiopian art, especially religious paintings, draws heavily from the stories and characters of the Kebra Nagast. Iconography often features scenes from the text, depicting biblical events, King Solomon, the Queen of Sheba, and other prominent figures. These artworks adorn churches, monasteries, and religious artifacts, further intertwining art and spirituality. 4. National identity. The Kebra Nagast has played a pivotal role in shaping Ethiopia's national identity. It reinforces the idea of Ethiopia as a chosen land, a new Zion, with a divine lineage and a unique connection to biblical narratives. This identity has been a source of pride and unity for Ethiopians throughout history. 5. Legal and political traditions. The Solomonic dynasty, as detailed in the Kebra Nagast, has influenced Ethiopia's legal and political traditions. The concept of the emperor as both a spiritual and temporal leader, often referred to as the King of Kings, has had a lasting impact on the country's governance and political structure. 6. Social and cultural norms. The Kebra Nagast has also shaped social and cultural norms in Ethiopia. It has influenced customs related to marriage, family, and community life. Additionally, the manuscript's teachings on morality and ethics continue to guide the behavior and values of Ethiopian society. The influence of the Kebra Nagast on Ethiopian culture is profound and enduring. The Kebra Nagast continues to be a source of inspiration, guidance, and unity for Ethiopians, reminding them of their rich heritage and unique place in the world. Chapter 8: Modern Interpretations and Impact of the Kebra Nagast, 800+ words. As we approach the concluding chapter of our exploration of the Kebra Nagast, we turn our attention to its modern interpretations and the enduring impact it exerts on both Ethiopia and the wider world. 1. The global reverberations. The Kebra Nagast has transcended geographical boundaries and captured the imaginations of people far beyond Ethiopia's borders. Its themes of divine lineage, spiritual destiny, and the Ark of the Covenant have resonated with scholars, theologians, and spiritual seekers worldwide. The manuscript has become a subject of academic study, with researchers delving into its historical accuracy, theological significance, and literary qualities. It has also attracted attention from those interested in comparative religion and the intersection of African and Judeo-Christian traditions. 2. Modern interpretations. In the modern era, the Kebra Nagast has undergone reinterpretations and adaptations, further expanding its influence. Scholars have examined its place in the history of Afrocentric thought and the Black liberation movement, connecting it to broader discussions of African identity and empowerment. In the realm of literature and the arts, the Kebra Nagast has inspired contemporary writers, poets, and artists to explore its themes in diverse ways. It serves as a source of inspiration for creative works that reimagine its narratives or engage with its theological concepts. 3. Religious revival and renewal. Within Ethiopia, the Kebra Nagast continues to play a pivotal role in religious life and renewal. It remains a cornerstone of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, guiding the faithful in matters of faith and spirituality. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in the Kebra Nagast among Ethiopians, particularly among the younger generation. This revival has manifested in the form of seminars, conferences, and educational initiatives aimed at preserving and disseminating knowledge about the manuscript. 4. Cultural preservation and heritage. Ethiopia's commitment to preserving its cultural heritage is evident in the efforts to protect the Kebra Nagast and the relics associated with it. The manuscript is safeguarded in the Church of St. Mary of Zion, and other artifacts linked to its narratives are carefully conserved. Additionally, Ethiopian museums and cultural institutions play a vital role in educating the public about the Kebra Nagast and its significance in the nation's history. These efforts contribute to the continued awareness and appreciation of this cultural treasure. 5. The future of the Kebra Nagast. The Kebra Nagast is not a relic of the past, it remains a living testament to the enduring power of faith, culture, and history. Its influence continues to evolve, adapting to the changing times while retaining its core significance. As we conclude our exploration, we are reminded that the Kebra Nagast is more than a historical record or a religious text, it is a living legacy that continues to inspire, challenge, and unite. Its pages are a reflection of Ethiopia's rich history, spiritual depth, and enduring identity, and they will undoubtedly continue to do so for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this illuminating journey through the Kebra Nagast. We hope you found our exploration enriching and enlightening. Your support and engagement mean the world to us, and we invite you to continue the conversation in the comments section below. If you thirst for more knowledge and want to stay updated with our content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow us on social media. Until our next exploration, may your quest for knowledge and understanding continue to illuminate your path. Farewell, dear viewers.